Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. UFC Vegas 48 just ended, and this is going to be my post-fight reaction to Johnny Walker versus Jamahal Hil, which was the light heavyweight main event. And what a crazy ending to this fight. Jamahal Hil KOs Johnny Walker with about 2 minutes left in the first round with a nasty right hand. Johnny Walker was out on his feet, fell backwards. Jamahal Hil followed up with one shot, and Jason Herzog called off the fight. And first off, great stoppage by Jason Herzog. We saw a lot of late stoppages tonight, specifically by Herb Dean. So I'm really happy that Jason Herzog, one of the best refs in MMA, was reffing the main event. And a great performance by Jamahal Hil. Going into this fight, I picked Jamahal Hil to win this fight. And if I really simplify my prediction, I just thought the straight punches of Jamahal Hil would be more effective than the power and the variety of attack of Johnny Walker. And also, I did not trust Johnny Walker's chin going into this fight. And so I thought Jamahal Hil had power. He has straight punches. They're going to get there quicker than the looping hooks of Johnny Walker and the crazy techniques, the spinning techniques, the flying knees. And I just thought that he was going to be able to find Johnny Walker's chin and put him out. Now, I did predict Jamahal Hil for a second round TKO. I thought it would take some time for him to find that kill shot, but it only took him about 3 minutes to find Johnny Walker's chin. And really, he didn't actually even find his chin. I know we're questioning Johnny Walker's chin, and I know it's all the same, but Jamahal Hil landed right on the temple forehead area of Johnny Walker, and that's what put him out. I mean, he was stiffened up on the feet. It was a nasty KO. I'm glad that Johnny Walker was able to get back to his feet. He wasn't out. He wasn't down for long. But going into this fight, even though I had picked Jamahal Hil, I was a little bit leery of my pick because, you know, not that this always matters, but when they started fighting, the sheer size of Johnny Walker was insane. He was the much bigger guy. He looked ginormous when he was standing in there in contrast to Jamahal Hil. But the fight, you know, as far as the entire fight, there was only 3 minutes of it. Johnny Walker was kind of backing up, circling away, throwing heavy leg kicks, throwing, you know, just really a kick-heavy attack, throwing massive head kicks. And at first, I was like, you know, it was only a short period of time, but I didn't like that Jamahal Hil was following Johnny Walker. Instead of trying to sidestep and cut him off, it just seemed like Johnny Walker was just out of range. Johnny Walker was throwing these massive head kicks. Jamahal Hil blocked him. He had a massive bruise or swelling on his forearm from those head kicks of Johnny Walker. So I was wondering, okay, is Johnny Walker going to be able to play this game where he stays just out of range of Jamahal Hil and is able to land some of these kicks and eventually win a fight and land a knockout blow at some point in time? We've seen Johnny Walker can go 5 rounds against Thiago Santos. But in the final exchange, Jamahal Hil, as he's trying to track down Johnny Walker, he does sidestep and cuts Johnny Walker off instead of following him. Then he lands the massive straight right on the forehead, puts him out on the feet. He falls back, then the massive follow-up. But one thing I did like to see from Johnny Walker in this fight, he did attempt a takedown in this fight. He attempted to clinch up with Jamahal Hil. We know that's kind of Jamahal Hil's weakness per se. At least that's what we've seen in the past a little bit. I don't know if it's as egregious as some people make it out to be, but we thought it would be a high fight IQ strategy to come out and try to take Jamahal Hil down, but he wasn't able to do it. Jamahal Hil was able to fend it off. He was the guy that was pressuring the majority of this fight, and he eventually lands that KO blow on Johnny Walker. Now, as far as where does Jamahal Hil fit in after this fight, this was a great performance. But for me personally, I know Johnny Walker is this super dynamic fighter who has KO power. But Johnny Walker, in my opinion, I know there was so much hype behind Johnny Walker. Oh, Johnny Walker beat Justin Ledet. Johnny Walker's going to be the guy to beat John Jones. I'm not all that high on Johnny Walker. So when I say that in one breath, and then I say, oh, this was a spectacular performance from Jamahal Hil, we got to pump the brakes a little bit. This is just a win over Johnny Walker. You look at Johnny Walker's past fights, he was TKO'd by Corey Anderson. You look at the Nikita Krylov fight, he lost, he was out-wrestled. And even in the Ryan Spann fight, he was almost finished in that fight. Ryan Spann got overzealous, eventually getting KO'd with Travis Brown elbows against the fence. So while this was a great win and a great stepping stone and a natural progression for Jamahal Hil, this isn't the biggest win. This isn't a win that proves he belongs with the elite of the elite. But Johnny Walker's a nice measuring stick, not the greatest. And I'm really excited to see where Jamahal Hil goes from here. He could fight Volkan Ozdemir next. He could fight Nikita Krylov. Maybe a Dominic Reyes fight against Dominic Reyes. Magomed Ankalaev is fighting Thiago Santos. It's believed they're going to rebook Alexander Rakic versus Jan Blachowicz. Yuri Prochazka is fighting Glover. So the only guy available in the top 5 right now would be Anthony Smith. I think that would be a fun fight. You book Jamahal Hil up with Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith is a legit elite light heavyweight. I know people, say, oh, well, he's lost to Rakic, he's lost to Glover, he's lost to Jones. But Anthony Smith has shown with his career longevity that he belongs with the elite of the elite at light heavyweight. So I'd like to see Jamahal Hil maybe fight him. He's ranked number 4. I think that'd be a great matchup. As far as where Johnny Walker goes from here, I have no idea. He's won 2 losses in a row. He's lost 4 out of his last 5 fights. He's in a tough spot. Maybe he fights Dominic Reyes, loser leaves the UFC. I don't know. But I don't know if Dominic Reyes is going to want to take that fight. He could fight Volkan Ozdemir. It's very interesting because Johnny Walker was this guy that came in and was really blown up as a hot prospect within the light heavyweight division. And now, every time he's gotten that step up in competition, he's lost. He's got to step up in competition, fought Corey Anderson. That was his step up to the elite of the elite. After he got by Corey Anderson, he was really going to be fighting like the top 5 guys. Corey Anderson, I don't remember where he was ranked at that time. And he lost. And now he fought Thiago Santos in his last fight. He lost. So now he's getting a guy on kind of equal playing field as far as contender status with Jamahal Hil. And now he lost. And he got brutally KO'd. So I don't know what the answer is. I know Johnny Walker has kind of jumped around to different gyms and blamed different gyms. He was at TriStar for a while. Then he was at SBG for a while. I don't know if he's still there or not. And he had a history of blaming camps. But this was not a good look for him. Jamahal Hil just brutalized him. If you look back on this fight, and I rewatched it before I recorded this video, all the good shots in this 3 minutes of the fight that happened were from Jamahal Hil. He landed some good shots. He was able to blitz forward, land some decent shots. And then Jamahal Hil had a very good fight IQ. He got into that clinch range, and he was kind of getting a little bit wild, and you've seen him take a moment to reset, go back to the center of the cage, and go back to doing what he was doing. Johnny Walker landed a couple heavy leg kicks. That would have mattered had the fight gone longer. But as we've seen, it didn't get out of the first round where those heavy leg kicks could really add up and help Johnny Walker out later in the fight. And in this fight, Jamahal Hil was just dialed in. He was blocking everything. He was blocking the head kicks. Johnny Walker was throwing a lot of teep kicks to the body. Jamahal Hil was parrying them away. He saw them coming a mile away, and Jamahal Hil just had the perfect strategy. He stayed technical. He didn't let himself get wild. When he did start to get a little bit wild and get into the pocket with Johnny Walker, he backed up, reset. And then even the issue where I mentioned he was following Johnny Walker around rather than cutting him off, he addressed that in the last minute of the fight where he caught Johnny Walker. He stepped to the side instead of continuing to follow Johnny Walker around the cage, and eventually he finds the KO blow. So this is a very big win for Jamahal Hil. I think people are over-exaggerating a little bit, saying, okay, now he proved himself as a title contender. I don't think that's necessarily true, but he is on the verge of being a title contender. Now, if he goes out there and beats Anthony Smith, let's say they book them up next, I think that's a great fight. I think Anthony Smith will take that fight. I think that then, if he is able to beat Anthony Smith, Jamahal Hil is a title contender, and he looks so good in this fight. He has knockout power. He has technical striking. He's a big, long, light heavyweight, and I think that depending on what kind of, ability he has as far as stuffing the takedowns, his jiu-jitsu. I know he got submitted against Paul Craig. Well, technically he actually got TKO'd, but he did get kind of submitted, but he didn't tap. But he dislocated his elbow or whatever. As long as he's addressing those and improving those, I think he could be a guy who contends for a title in the light heavyweight division. And the light heavyweight division is just, I know a lot of people said the light heavyweight division was trash for a while, and it was because we had a dominant champion in John Jones. And I know we got old man Glover sitting atop of the division right now, but you start looking at the division, you got Yuri Prochazka, title contender. You got Alexander Rakic on the cusp of title contention. You got Thiago Santos, who's fought for the title before, still a great fighter. You got Magomed Ankalaev one of the guys that I consider to be the future of the light heavyweight division. And now you have Jamahal Hil making his way up, and he's probably going to be in the top 10 next time they update the rankings. Light heavyweight division is growing, it's getting better, and I can't wait to see who Jamahal Hil fights next, and I think it probably will be Anthony Smith. Let me know what you guys think of Jamahal Hil's performance tonight. Don't forget to like the video, and thank you so much for watching.